especially the last one, as a team, y'all were nearly perfect.
Yeah, I think, our habits are showing, and we've done the same thing since, middle of September. We've just, compounded good habits on top of each other each and every day. And I think, we're connected. We truly believe in what we're doing each and every day. And so those are results that you're going to get. And so we just want to continue to be right where our feet are and continue to have good habits.
So you feel confident that the team we saw Saturday more often than not moving forward is the team you are going to be?
Yeah, I mean, we just when things happen, I think you fall back into your habits, and I think we have had great habits all year. Coming into the gym, being connected as a team, lifting each other up, playing for the person right beside you, and I think that's what we've done the last couple of weeks. We've done that essentially the whole year, but I think now you're just seeing what the true Texas A&M team is.
How do you feel?
Oh, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm just trying to get back to 100%. Continue to get treatment and stuff, and listen to Dr. Stefano, listen to Eddie B. But I'm right with the guys, and I can't wait to play tomorrow.
I know y'all use kind of the +1, -1 system to work through SEC play. Now that y'all have 5 quad 1 wins, when you go to a game like Vanderbilt, does that feel like it could be a 0 or a -2 kind of situation?
For us, every game is the same, and I think the Tennessee game was a big game, but this game is even bigger than Tennessee. So no matter what the record looks like, no matter who they have on the floor, we have to play Texas A&M basketball. And so I think coaches harped on that the last 2 days. Right after the Tennessee game, he's like, "We have a big game coming up. You can't go into any game thinking that you're better than an opponent. We've kept the underdog mentality the whole year. We still say hunt before we play anybody, and so we're hunting. Still, we have a lot of things to prove."
Henry, when you play a team that so rarely fouls like Vanderbilt does, how does that maybe change the approach for you guys?
Coach comes into the locker room and he says it all the time. We have to bend the game our way. We're going to play Texas A&M basketball. We're never going to play our opponent's basketball. And so I think we're confident in what we do, and I still think we're going to get fouled at a high rate, continue to hit the glass like we've been doing over the last couple of games. And I think we're shooting the ball a lot better now. And so all those things combined are just Texas A&M basketball, and that's what we've done.
What do you know about Vanderbilt? And then, kind of like you already said, how do you not overlook them?
We know they're a good team. They're well coached. Coach Stackhouse is well respected within the NCAA level and especially on the professional level. So, he's a really good coach. They're one of the slowest teams in the country, so we have to use that to our advantage. And coming in, playing harder and, kind of speeding the game pace up a little bit. But, they're a really good team. They've had their struggles. But, they're still really well coached. They have a lot of good players. So we have to go into the game with the same mindset we had in Tennessee, and that this game means more than Tennessee game. And each game is going to mean more after that. And so we have to be right where our feet are and continue to just, fall back onto our good habits.
What has Jace's contribution meant as in the last couple of games, especially since when have been hurt and kind of getting back into the swing of things?
He stepped up. I really don't like the next man up kind of thing, because I think everybody on this team is a capable player of playing in any system, especially this system that we have right now. But Jace is an unbelievable player. He's a better person than he is a player. I think he's somebody who's kind of walked into the room and kind of embraced just Texas A&M as a whole, not just a basketball program, but Texas A&M as a school. And so I think when you have that, and we're fully embracing this into something, you're playing for something bigger, not just your last name, but the school too. And so I think Jace is playing for something bigger. He's contributed in a lot of ways, even things that don't show up on the stat sheet. Hitting guys, diving on the floor for a loose ball and stuff. So his contributions, has been helpful for us in many ways.
Tyrese was named SEC Player of the Week. Just how great has he been the last couple games?
He's been unbelievable. I think his versatility going to the rim has just, it's changed the complexity of this team, allow other guys to get open and allow other guys to shoot the ball. But when he's going downhill, I think he's, one of the best people in the SEC and one of the best players in the entire country. I know Wade was also named Naismith Player of the Week as well. And so, those two guys, they put a lot of work into what they do. But I think the basketball is just a small portion of who they are as people. They've embraced everything that we do. They've helped us in a lot of ways, not just on the court. And so to have those two guys recognized for everything they do means a ton to not only me, but to the entire program, and show everybody who they really are.
Henry, first month of the season seemed like you were getting a double-double just about, every other game or something. So as someone that has proven to be a very productive rebounder, how do you see what Anderson's doing?
he's unbelievable, man. I think he just has a knack for the ball, and somebody who he studies a ton of film. This is not something that's just happened overnight. He studies a ton of film. He has a knack for the ball, and he just goes out there and plays harder than the person in front of him. I think rebounding, a lot of people talk about X's and O's. I think it's just playing, sometimes a little bit harder than the person in front of you, and he's got an endless motor, and he's willing to go out there and compete his tail off, 94 feet and for 2 halves, and that's what he does each and every game.
Coach mentioned last game that y'all kind of changed some things up you did on offense and defense for the last game. Is this season, have y'all been able to work through some different looks and different strategies more than maybe some of the other seasons you've been here?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that. I think our assistant coaches have done an unbelievable job this year as far as, being the first people in the gym, studying film, finding ways to, Coach always talks about how do we make a complex situation into something easy for everybody on the team to understand, whether you're playing 40 minutes or whether you're not playing at all. So I think our assistant coaches have done unbelievable about breaking down film, breaking down X's and O's within what the other team is doing, what we're doing, so that it's very, simple for us to go out there and execute the game plan. I think, over the last couple of games, we've been able to execute the game plan better than, a lot of games I've played before within this team. And so, credit to the assistant coaches for just, making it simple for us.
Is a lot of that too, having a veteran team that's kind of been around a little bit that can adapt and learn quicker?
Yeah, I would say so, especially in the new landscape within the NCAA. You have a lot of new guys coming in, a lot of guys leaving. And so I think for our team, keeping a lot of core guys, being able to, tell some guys who might be on this side, hey, we need you to come back over here so we're all together, pulling together in the same direction, has helped us a lot. And I think, guys who aren't even playing, I would say Rob Dacker, you guys might not know his name, Jalen Lee, 2 guys who are, they might not see a lot of playing time, but have helped us within scout a lot and have shown us really good looks about, certain players or certain schemes that other teams are running. So those guys, contribute in a lot of ways too to our success.
Did you have any idea Big Will could have those kind of skills on the drums?
I had no idea. No. Like we were in there, we were just sitting around and shoot around, and Wilden yells across the court and was like, "Hey, those have sticks on them," and somebody was like, "Yeah." Wilden just casually walks over there and starts playing the drums. I think everybody was in shock. Coach was dancing on the other end, so it was good. It was good for everybody. It was a lot of fun.
Also, when Coach Williams says, and I think I have this right, he described you as a future president if you so choose to be. I think he meant the United States.
Yeah.
Get that right? Okay. Yeah. What is your reaction to something like that when he says that?
I think, and I speak highly of Coach. I think Coach is one of the best leaders, mentors that I've been around. His consistency and what he does each and every day has helped me a ton. Just being a better person, not just a basketball player. And so for Coach to say that means a ton to me. I've just tried to, be like him in some ways and be consistent in everything that I do, not just basketball, but in life. And so just following that right track has helped me in a lot of facets of life that I've gotten to now.
It's quite a compliment.
It's a good compliment. He's a funny guy.
To that question, I believe, didn't President Welsh also visit y'all shoot around last game? What did that mean to y'all, and did you get to talk to him at all?
Yeah, and so since we've been here, I think Coach Welsh was the first president who's been to a shoot around, so that meant a ton to us. And he was very engaged in what we were doing. He had a lot of good stuff to say about Texas A&M basketball, but just how we represent the school. And so for him to come in there and say that means a ton for us. Somebody who I respect a ton now, and somebody who I'm getting to know. And so to have him come in there and watch us during shoot around and cheer us on and stuff for the game meant a lot to not just me, but to the entire program.
All right, that's all right.
Thank you.
Thank
Guys.
you.
Thanks.